So let's go ahead and create a catch game. Okay, and today I will show you how to make a catch game. And a catch game is where objects fall from the sky and you score points, and we will do it in 5 steps. So the first step is we will move the catcher. Then the second step is make your object go to the top. So you'll make our object go to the top, then make our object fall down, and then catch it, and then keep score. Okay, so let's start with the first step. We'll move the catcher. Okay, so if you want to create a catcher, just click on choose a sprite, and we will choose this ball over here to be our catcher. Okay, so I will place it down there. Then I'm also gonna create a background, so that will be our background. Okay, so this is how the stage looks like. So we have a catcher over here, and then this is our background. So we want to make sure that this background this catcher can move to the right, and also this catcher can move to the left. Now for us to do that, so I'm gonna drag change Y by 10. Okay, and then if I click on this, I'm gonna choose change X by not Y. Y is going up, as you can see. So if I put Y over here, our catcher will go up, but we really don't want it to go up. Okay, so we want it to go on our right, so we're gonna choose X. Okay, so if I change X by by 10, so that means that our catcher will move to the right. If I keep on pressing, our catcher will move to the right. Okay, but we want this catcher to move when we press the right arrow. Okay, so I'll come straight to the sensing. Okay, click on this sensing over here, and then I will say when the right arrow is pressed, then the catcher needs to move by 10. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce the if then block, then pick this and place it inside the if then block, then take this change by 10 and put it inside there. Okay, but I want this thing to happen forever. If I press the right key, this step needs to keep on happening forever. So I'm gonna pick up the forever loop. Okay, and then when I press this green flag over here, the go flag, so it will start my game. So I'm gonna come over here and put when the green flag is clicked. So when the green flag is clicked, this code over here needs to move forever. Okay, and when I press the key, the right arrow, it changes by 10. So let's try that. So let me click. You can see that the ball is moving. Okay, but it's only moving to the right side. Okay, but I also want it to move to the left side. So what will I do? I will repeat the same process and say click on motion. Okay, and I will also repeat this by saying changing this from 10 to -10. Okay, if I change it by -10, that means it will move to the left side. Okay, so I'm gonna click on sensing, and then I'm gonna pick the key, so and say if the left arrow is pressed, okay, then it's supposed to change by -10. So I'm gonna use the if block and place this key inside just like that. Then pick this change my -10 and place it inside the block. Then I want this step to keep on happening like forever. Okay, so I will put the forever block and then the green flag inside there. So if I click on this green flag over here, which means go, which this is the one that is starting my game when the green flag is clicked. So when I click on it and press the left arrow, you see that my ball or catcher is moving. If I press right, left, right, left, right, left, right, you see that the ball is moving. Okay, yep. So we are done with the first step, move the catcher. Then let's make our object, let's create our object and make it go to the top. Okay, so click on the sprite and then let's choose this ball over here, the basketball. Okay, so this is the basketball over here, and we want it to be on top over here. Okay, but it will be falling from the top at a random position. It can fall from here, it can fall from this part, it can fall from this side, it can fall from the center, from the right, I mean at a random position, but from the top. Okay, now for us to do that, click on motion and I want you to choose go to random position. So that means that as you can see, it's moving to a random position anywhere in the screen, but I don't want this. I don't want it to move to any spot in the screen. I want it to be only at the top. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna change this Y by 180, just like that, 180. Okay, so if I press, if I change Y by 180, it means that it will only move at a random position but at the top. So I'm gonna come over here and set Y to 180, just like that. So if I click on this block over here, you see that it's moving at a random position but at the top. Okay, not at any place in the screen, no, it's just at the top, as you can see. Okay, then I'm gonna use the when the green flag is clicked. Okay, so when I click this green flag, what supposed to happen is that it's supposed to move at a random position, but we have set it at 180, which is at the top. So I'm gonna drag this code and place it over there. Okay, so we are done with the second step. Make your object go to the top. Okay, then after that, let's make our object fall down. Okay, let's make this object fall down. Now if I say change Y by 10, okay, so if I say change Y by 10, if I click on this block, you see that it will go up. Okay, this ball will go up. Okay, but I don't want it to go up, I want it to fall down. So I'm gonna change this Y from 10 to -10. So if I press this, you see that the ball is falling down. Okay, now let's put it at 180 up here. Okay, because this is we already set our top at 180 down here. Okay, so let's set it to 180 and let's make this ball fall down. So it's gonna fall down all the way down to -180 again. So when it gets to 180, it means that the ball has touched down. Okay, and if the ball has touched down, what we want it to do is that we want this ball to go back again to the top. Okay, so if this ball falls down to negative 180, we want it to go back on top at 180. So for us to do that, let's click on this operator over here and then drag this sign over here. Okay, and this sign says when y position, okay, this is the y axis and this is the x axis. So when the y position is greater than negative 180, just like that. So we want it to move to a random position at the top. Okay, we want it to go back to the top. So let's choose the if block again, then pick this statement and place it inside. Okay, so let's say if y position is greater than negative 180, so if this position over here is greater than negative 180, okay, because 180 is at the bottom and we want this to go back. Okay, so what we will do is that we will choose make it go to a random position but at the top. So we're gonna set this to 180, but not negative but positive, just like that. Okay, and we want this to happen forever. Okay, so we're gonna choose the forever loop then when the green flag is clicked. So let's place and see. As you can see, the ball is falling down and going up, falling down, up, falling down, and then going up. Okay, so let me explain this code one more time. Okay, so this code over here, we are setting this ball at the top. Okay, we are setting it to this part over here and we want it to fall from a random position. It can fall from this part on your left, at the middle, or at the right, at the top right, any random position, but it's supposed to be at the top. Okay, so the block we will use, we will say go to a random position and let's set y to 180, and 180 means it's at the top over here. Okay, it's at the top, just like that. Okay, then what we want this ball to do is that we want it to fall down. Okay, and when it falls down, it will get to the bottom, and the bottom is negative 180. Up here is 180, but when it falls down, it falls to negative 180. I want you to look at this part over here. Look at this y-axis. So if I press the ball, you will see that it's gonna fall down to, let me show you, it's gonna fall down to okay, it's gonna fall down to negative 180. Okay, so it's gonna fall down to negative 180, and that's what we want. Okay, so when this ball gets to negative 180, okay, it's supposed to go back again on top. It's supposed to go back to the top over here. Okay, so this is what the block is all about. Okay, so when I press this green flag, okay, the ball is supposed to move forever. Okay, and it's gonna move by negative 10 down. Okay, if I change this from negative 10 and put it to 10, just like that, the ball will not go. Okay, but if I add negative 10, it means that the ball will fall from the sky down to the ground. Okay, then we have the y position, which is greater than negative 180. Okay, then let it move to a random position, which we have just done. Okay, so this is basically what the code means. Okay, and this is what will happen. So the ball will continuously fall from the sky at a random position. Okay, now let's go ahead and make our ball catch the ball. Okay, so this ball, okay, if this ball gets to this ball over here, okay, if the ball can catch this ball, then this ball has to go back again on top. Okay, so if the ball touches the ball, okay, if the ball touches the ball, then this ball has to go back again on top again. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So for us to do that, just click on sensing and then drag this block over here. So just say when touching the ball, okay, let's use an if statement. So put that block inside there. So when say if touching the ball, okay, what if this ball touches this ball has to go back to a random position, and we have to set it at -180. It's just the same code over here. Okay, so let's set it to y at at 180, just like that. Okay, and then we will just do a forever loop. Okay, and then put this when this green flag is clicked, just like that. Okay, so let's try and catch this ball. So you see that if I catch the ball, it's going back up. You see, so if I catch the ball, it's going back again to the top, just like that. Okay, so this statement over here says that if this ball touch the ball, okay, if touching the ball, it has to go to a random position again, but at the top. Okay, so that's basically what this code means. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. The first one is set the ball to on top but at a random position. The second one, make this block over here, make the ball fall from the top all the way down. Okay, and when it gets to the bottom, okay, it goes back again on top. Then this block over here says that if this ball touches the ball, okay, this ball has to go back again on top but at a random position. Okay, so the last part is that we need to keep the score. Okay, we need to make sure that if we are able to catch the ball, we need to keep the score and just say that if you catch the ball, just give you 1 point. If you catch the second ball, give you 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, just like that. Okay, so for us to do that, click on the variable over here. Okay, then make a variable called score. So make a variable called score. Okay, and then what we want to do is that we want to change, okay, this variable by 1. So if I keep on clicking on this block over here, you will see that the score will keep on increasing, just like that. Okay, so drag this block and place it inside here, just like that. Then take this and set the score to 0. When the game is over, or when the game starts, it's supposed to start again from 0. So if I click this, you see that the score goes back to 0. Okay, so let me show you again. So if I click this block over here, the score will increase by 1. I want you to look at this part over here. Look at this score. So if I click on this, the score will increase by 1. It's 19, 20, 21, 22. You can see that the score is increasing. But if I want to start the game again, so if I click on set score to 0, this 28 will all the way change again to 0. So if I click set, you see that we reset everything again to 0. Okay, so I want you to take this block and place it over there, and then take this change score by 1 and put it over there. So let's play our game. So let's try and play this game. So as you can see, I'll keep on getting the scores. Okay, just like that. So let me enlarge this. So this is our game. Okay, so this is how to create a catching game. Okay, so you can try this at home. Okay, and if you have any question, please go ahead and ask me. Okay, so yep, that's it for today, and I will catch up with you on my next video. Until next time, bye bye.